with Justin, it's going to be a pure striking fight, at least from my side. If he's going to try to take me down, then we have different plans for that also. But anyways, I'm going to end up knocking him out.
We're going to have a great plan, and I'm going to, change his face just like I always do to all my opponents.
Me personally, I don't care who I'm going to have in front. June 14, I'm going to break his job in the first minute, rather if it's Arman or Justin.
Ilia Topuria is promising a showcase of elite striking, making it clear that he expects the fight to remain standing. His vision is a pure striking battle, with little interest in turning the matchup into a grappling contest.
I'm so ready to put it on the line. I don't give a fuck if he beats me, doesn't beat me, doesn't matter. I'm coming in there and I'm going to try to knock this motherfucker out. I will be throwing missiles on the White House lawn on June 14th.
Justin Gaethje has sent a serious message to Ilia Topuria, warning that he expects their upcoming matchup to be an extremely physical battle. Gaethje says he plans to apply constant damage once they enter the cage, making the fight a demanding test of durability.
Justin also has a pretty good background. He did wrestle a lot. Do you think that fight even goes to the ground at all?
No, I don't think so, because if I want it, of course I take him down and I do with him whatever I want to do. But I really want to give to the fans the show, the entertaining part. Because I could, with Max also, I could take him down, control him in the ground and submit him in the ground, but it wouldn't be as excited as it was. So this is the same thing that I'm planning to do with Justin. It's going to be a pure striking fight, at least from my side. If he's going to try to take me down, then we have different plans for that also. But anyways, I'm going to end up knocking him out.
Do you think people...
Justin Gaethje is approaching this matchup with intense motivation, determined to end Ilia Topuria's unbeaten run. He sees the fight as a major opportunity to halt Topuria's rise while restoring his own standing among the sport's elite. Gaethje insists he will be fully prepared when they finally meet.
Because I'm one of the best in the world. I'm fighting a guy that is absolutely incredible. But I have a great coach and we're going to have a great plan. And I'm going to, change his face just like I always do to all my...
Topuria dismissed Gaethje's confidence, arguing that he has never faced an opponent with the same level of timing and finishing ability. His strategy is straightforward. Take control from the opening moments, dominate the exchanges, and dictate the fight inside the octagon.
I'm going to be so confident. I trust in my coach. I trust in my team. And this opportunity to do something so legendary is everything that I was made for, born for. This could be, this could match the miracle on ice for the United States of America when it comes to, being successful in competition. So this opportunity is everything I could ask for. I've never promised you that I'm going to win because this is such a crazy sport, but I promise you that my preparation, all the lessons that I've learned, I promise I will use everything I can to be as perfect as I can, and I will try my hardest to be successful.
Ilia Topuria says his preparation involves putting himself in the opponent's corner. His team studies how they would coach Justin Gaethje, then uses that insight to build a detailed strategy aimed at shutting down Gaethje's expected approach and limiting his biggest strengths.
And how can you possibly prepare for someone where a lot of their opponents just don't look the same after fighting Justin?
Listen, one thing I know for a fact is that he never fought with someone like me. And the only thing that I want from Justin is to him to show up in the event, and I'm going to do the rest. You know what I mean?
Topuria said he was confident from the moment the fight was announced that he would become the first fighter to stop Holloway, expecting Holloway to become more dangerous in the later stages. Topuria chose to apply heavy pressure early and aimed to finish the fight before it reached the championship rounds. Once Holloway engaged during the opening exchanges, Topuria felt the finish was already within reach.
Once we get the confirmation that we were fighting with Justin, the first thing I used to do with my team is that we sit down in front of the screen and we go in like Justin's team. Like, we have to advise Justin how he has to fight against Ilia, and we start watching my fights from the perspective of we are Justin's team. You know what I mean? And we do the strategy of Justin. And in base of Justin's strategy, we make our strategy. You want to kill, like, take away like all his chances. It's like, first of all, we have to know how Justin and his team are going to think, how they are going to prepare themselves against me. You know?
Meanwhile, Justin Gaethje has been heavily focused on improving his striking. His training has emphasized stronger leg kicks and greater efficiency in his overall stand-up game. The goal is to add more variety to his offense while maximizing the damage he can create during each exchange.
Once the fight was confirmed, I knew that I would be the first one to knock him out. I always knew it. The thing is that he used to do that in the last 10 seconds of the fight, and I was telling him during the whole press conferences, during the interviews and all that, I was like, listen, we are not gonna go to the fifth round, and specifically in the last 10 seconds, because I'm gonna finish you before that. So why we don't do something that you do in the last 10 seconds, in the first 10 seconds of the fight? And let's give to the UFC fans and to everyone that is going to be attending in that event the best first 10 seconds in combat sports history. Why not? Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I did it. And once he did like this, I was like, I knew that I will be the first one to knock you out, but you just come.
Kamaru Usman highlighted the structured approach behind Justin Gaethje's camp, praising the system at ONX under coach Trevor Whitman. He emphasized their focus on technical improvement and detailed strategy rather than relying heavily on hard sparring. According to Usman, this method allows Gaethje to sharpen his overall performance with greater precision.
Yeah. Nice job.
Justin's preparing. No different. That's one thing that we do very well here at Onyx Lab is Trevor Whitman gets us prepared. I'm telling you, we get prepared for these fights. And it's a special kind of way because it's not necessarily a big team where we're just banging on each other each and every day. This partner, that partner, this partner. No, it's Trevor it's like getting you in the shop and just sharpening your swords, and he just gets us sharp and ready for these competitions. I think it's a good game plan. At the end of the day, no one's going to know but Justin when he steps in there. So right now he's just sharpening his swords, and when it's time to step in there and do his thing, I always have faith that little bro, Justin
Gaethje reflected on his career and explained that one goal has consistently driven him, becoming an undisputed champion. Although he recognizes that fighting greatly improved his financial circumstances after a difficult upbringing, Gaethje says his main priority has always been competing at the highest level.
Undisputed status, like what is it about you that says, no, I'm not drifting off, like I'm going for undisputed status?
Yeah, I mean, it's really the only thing that I've ever known to fight for. You know, obviously I don't come from money. I don't come from opportunity. And when you start, you have to pay to do this. And so the money is never the reason why you're doing this. You know, it really is nice. Now the financial freedom that I've gained through fighting has been special and something I never would have thought I would be able to attain. And I probably would not have any other way. So that part is super special.
Justin Gaethje's coach, Trevor Whitman, considers Ilia Topuria a major challenge and recognizes the level of talent surrounding him. However, Whitman believes every fighter has weaknesses.
You know, right now everybody thinks Ilia is like the unbeatable, superhero. He's a great fighter, but everybody's human, and I definitely see some holes in his game. Obviously, they're saying the same thing. They're going to see holes in our game, and we're making our adjustments, and I'm sure they're going to make adjustments for fighting a guy like Justin. But I love these type of opportunities. These are Justin's always, I wouldn't say always, but a lot of the time an underdog, and I love the unbeatable guys
that can be targeted. He also expects both teams to make adjustments during the fight and feels Gaethje performs especially well when he enters as the underdog, using that role to sharpen his preparation and focus.